Good morning. My name is Jody, your host, and welcome to One Yard Wednesday. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to One Yard Wednesday. I'm Jody, your host, and we have Mr. Kobe behind the producers. And
Who's
we
Mr.
also,
Kobe?
Mr. Kobe, and we also have
Who's
Mr.
Mr.
Shade.
Kobe? Oh,
and
I
you're
didn't
not
even
Mr.
change
GP.
it.
Hey guys.
Gosh, I'm already messing up. My bad.
Mr. KP.
Mr.
KP behind the window there.
Or Mr. Kobe, I guess.
Or Mr. Kobe.
That works.
Sorry, I just have a hard time with it.
I know.
I apologize.
The rest of the day, she's calling me Kobe.
Yeah.
And then we come in here, and then she's got to call me KP.
Well, anyways, you guys, thank you for joining us. If you know anybody who wants great deals on fabric, please share, comment throughout the show. We love to see what you guys have to say. Follow us on Facebook and YouTube. If you're wanting to rewatch our shows, any of our shows, please go to YouTube and subscribe, because Facebook is not keeping our live videos after 30 days. So that is where you're going to want to go to see anything that we do video-wise. So today we have a great show. We got a lot of stuff. Gudrun announced an amazing program, so we're going to talk a lot about that today. A reminder that all the sale prices will be available after the show. So you don't have to run off and try to catch these good deals. They won't be there. They won't be there till after I get done. So just hang back, relax, and enjoy the show. So, Quilt on Set today. Behind me is Strip and Dip, and we're going to talk about this. This is the new strip-along that Gudrun announced yesterday that is starting the, oh gosh, I forgot to write the date down, the 9th, I think, or the 14th? The 14th. The 14th.
13th.
So, or the 13th.
The 13th of May is when the first Tipsy Tuesday
Thank
is.
you. Thank you, Kobe. That's why we have
I
the
got you.
producers back there. So, anyways, Strip and Dip, so we'll talk some more about that. And then behind Kobe, I have Ellipse, which is out of the Stripology Squared. And we'll talk more about that one also when I show you the fabric.
Jody and I, before the show, we were just talking about how we always have issues knowing which way to go. I feel like every show, I'm just, here it is. Oh, just kidding. There it is.
Like stage right, stage left is
Yep.
like the opposite of what you say, right? Like,
I got to get better at this.
I know, me too.
You'd think by now.
I have a question for you today.
Do you?
Yeah. So my question for today is all about tracking. Do you track your quilting projects? So what I mean by that is, do you have a way of tracking your process, your progress, where you're at? And so I'm going to talk you through a couple different methods of tracking your fabric. And the first one, if you want to go to the overhead, is how I track. I track mine electronically. And so you can see here on my iPad, it might be a little bit difficult. I just created a document in Goodreads, and it has project name. I have where I'm at in my process. So I have cut, sewing, quilting, binding, finished, and then I have a notes section. So when I'm completely done with a project, I highlight it in purple, and I have all of the X's out there when it's finished. And then sometimes I do write the year in there, as you can see right there, depending on what I'm doing. If I need to do something, so like, as you can see, my least favorite thing in the entire world is to do binding. So I have lots and lots of projects that need to be bound in here. And then I keep the names here. But sometimes I will put notes in here like this tulip applique. It's all ready to go, except for I need to embroider it. So I will put a note, what do I need to do? Or like this one, flamingo, that one is, I need to do the embroidery's done, but now I need to actually like put it in a project. So that's kind of how I track mine. But I also have like a future projects page too, where if I have projects that I want to get done and I don't want to forget, which usually that doesn't when it comes to sewing, but this is where I track that. So a couple other ways, if you don't want to do it electronically on an iPad or however you want to do it, is in a paper document. So Kobe, will you bring up the next one? In the works, this is from, I just downloaded, this is a free project tracker from, where is it? Patchwork and Poodles. Here, it's very similar to what I have. You have the completed date, the project, and then she has probably a couple more different categories than what I have. Super simple to do. The next image is what it would look like filled out. So you could kind of see how it's organized there. And then the other one I pulled up is another free image or a free document. Is there a second document in there? Oh, yeah, the next one. This one's a lot more detailed, so you can do it by project, or you could just track all your projects. So this one is like by project. So you can plan out your fabric, you can plan out how much you need, you can plan out like the cutting instructions, the piecing, all that stuff on this document to plan out your trackers. So I have a lot, I've seen a lot of people on Instagram that have like, they go down to the weeds as far as detail. Like they track how much the fabric costs, how much they use, all kinds of different things. So you can be as detailed as you want, or not detailed, or not track it at all. This is all preference. To me, it's kind of fun to look back and see what I've done throughout the years and how far I've gotten, and actually also to keep me accountable, because as you can see, I have lots of unfinished projects sitting in my room. So that is my question of the day. So, like I mentioned earlier, today is all about our strip-along. Things that you can use, fabric that you can use to do our strip-along. So Strip and Dip, which is behind me, uses scrappy strips on the outside and also on the inside, but of course Gudrun has thought through everything, so she has also included instructions for doing just a single background. So the fabric I'm going to show you today is all low volumes, and when I was putting this together yesterday, I was thinking, I need one of every single one of these because they are adorable. So we're going to get right to it and show you the fabric for today. So the first one in the bunch is called My Ex's Latte. So this is a cream, kind of a cream background with the white X's in it. So it's called Latte on there. And then Kobe is going to show you a close-up of that so you can get an idea. And the next one is called Heart Tie Green. So this one has what looks like little hearts in there. Oh, you can't see that very well. Little hearts and like a little, like it looks like a little flower in there, and it is green. So as Kobe's showing you, it definitely has those prints that are definitely. Okay. Oh. Okay. The next one is the same print, but it is in a pink color. So we have, this is Heart Tie in pink. And then there's a close-up of that one. And then we have the heart tie in a blue or aqua. I feel like this is more of an aqua color here. So it's not a stark white. It's more of a cream colored, which is really nice. So you can really use this in anything. These are going to look amazing in this Strip and Dip because I'm going to do this project. The next one is called Tic Tac Toe Porcelain. And this has, it's got the squares inside. It looks like it's got little X's and circles in there, so it looks like tic-tac-toe. And this is more of like a darker cream color. The next one is called Houndstooth Powder.
Who's the manufacturer for this?
This is Andover. So it has kind of this check kind of look to it, and it's in like a grayish color in there. The next one is called Knit Cotton. Again, has kind of that check look to it in more of this darker cream or tan color. And then we have what is called Arrows Blue. So again, it says blue, but it's actually like an aqua color. The little arrows are more of an aqua color. And then we have, okay, I'm going to probably butcher this name, Lord Carrot. Lord Carrot. I'm assuming it has something to do with this print. It looks kind of like a four-piece flower in there. And then the color is more of like a yellow. It definitely leads more yellow. It is not a orange. And then the next one is called Lozenge Pansy. And of course, it has my favorite color in it. So Lozenge Pansy has purple in it.
What'd you call me?
Pansy. Oh, Kobe, you're the best. So in here, it looks like a little it actually looks like one of the blocks in Gudrun's like Billy pattern, the centerpiece to that. And then we have Pinwheel Blueberry. So this one is more of a blue color. Again, has kind of looks like little pinwheels inside the center. It looks so pretty on the screen. And then we have Lines Check and Lines and Dragon Fruit. So more of a pink. This is like a pink, hot pink, light pink color in here, and it's got some lines with a little cross in the center. And then we have Bars and Dots in the Lime. So more of a green, it has a little bit of like a darker green in the center with these little dots, definitely on a cream background. And then we have V's in the color Lake. So it has these little V's all the way throughout, and it's in more of like a bluish color, like an light aqua blue color. And then the last one we have is Quilt or Basket Quilt, and they call this garnet, but it is purple. Purple. So this one that has like the bars, there's some X's inside the center there. I'll show you a close-up of that one. So definitely purple. It is not red, because to me garnet is a red color. So that is our low volumes for today. Every one of these is a low volume. Any questions actually out there?
Not seeing any right now. This
perfect.
Looks so pretty.
It does look pretty.
The soft colors.
Yes. So every one of these, we'll talk about the projects now. So the first one I'm actually, let's talk about strip and dip, since this is kind of the prize. Every one of these can be used in the background of this. You can go very scrappy with it. It would be so beautiful. And then if you pick out some really bright colors to go with it, we do have this bundle right now. Any of our bundles would be amazing in the center using these fabrics. The one behind Kobe is Ellipse. This is out of the Stripology Squared book. And as soon as I saw this, I knew I I knew this would be the perfect quilt for using scrappy background. Also very scrappy on the colored part of that. Great way to use up what you have. Also, picking up these low volumes, not just for this, but these are great to have in your collection so that if you ever need a background or something for a project, you could just pull it out off of your shelf. So that's Ellipse. The next one I'm going to show you is something we have going on right now it's the Dangerous Block of the Month. These fabrics would be absolutely amazing to use in Dangerous. So if you are not participating in the Dangerous Block of the Month, you need to go online and sign up for it. I think it's $9.99 or $95 for the pattern. Every month, Gudrun releases a block to this pattern and shows you how to put it together, how it works, but it's designed to use as a scrappy quilt. So you can use up what you have. If you've been someone who watches all the time, you have all of our fabrics from One Yard Wednesday, it'd be perfect to use that up. You can pick up these low volumes and use them in there. She also gives instructions for using one solid background. So if you don't want the background to be scrappy, you could use one fabric for that. So that's Dangerous. And the last project I have, which I always like to give you a small project to work on, is called Fresh Cut. And Fresh Cut is a Fast and Furious Club. So it's a video and PDF pattern on our website. Also a great project. You could use a single background or you can use a scrappy background. So all of these low volumes would be amazing in this project. This is a quilt as you go. So when you're done, you're done. There isn't a process of having to quilt it or anything. It's all done in one process.
I love that one.
Yeah, this one is really fun. I haven't done this one, so I really want to.
Tabletopper.
So if you're doing one of our blocks of the month, and I haven't actually talked about these on the show yet. So for strip and dip, you're gonna need, because you're using the 45-degree cuts, you need to cut them at 45 degrees. You are going to need the XL ruler or the squared ruler. Each one of these has the 45-degree line to be able to make the cuts on the strip and dip. Obviously, for any of these projects, the rulers are fantastic. But the ones that have the 45-degree angle is the XL, and the squared is going to be crucial for doing the strip and dip. Now, Gudrun is amazing, and she always makes sure that you have instructions for using a regular ruler. So do not freak out if you don't have a Stripology ruler. You can do this strip and dip project without it. It just is a lot easier and a lot faster if you are using the actual ruler. So that is my notion, which I screwed up and forgot to tell you that's what I'm doing.
That's okay. That's our notion.
I'm over here talking to myself, so just so you know, but I got so excited I couldn't help it. So.
It's just such a good notion.
It is a notion. I love my Stripology ruler. I will say that my newest ruler is the Stripology Squared. I didn't think I actually needed the Stripology Squared, and now I have to say that it's probably one of my most used of all of my rulers. One, it's a great size. I can kind of pull it out when I need it. It does all of the same. It cuts with the fabric, all of those things. So that's our notion for today. So
in my quilting, or my short quilting adventure that I've had so far.
I know, I forgot to ask you, Kobe, how is that going?
Well, I don't know if you guys have seen on Facebook or YouTube or any of our social media, but I started making a quilt.
It looks amazing.
Thank you, Jody. It's coming along pretty well. I just finished up the sewing the sides together, so now I just have to sew them to the panel.
Tell them what your experience was yesterday for the first time.
You'll see a video, but I came to I'd say the most difficult part I've had so far, and it wasn't any sewing, it wasn't any cutting, it wasn't anything like that. It was trying to make it look good on the design wall, or at least a way that I like.
I said
work.
to him, he feels the pain that we feel, because once all this stuff is put together and all the blocks are put together, the hardest part is designing it, like getting it to where you want it to be. And I, a lot of times, have my projects sitting on a wall for like a week or two before I really make a decision
Just trying to
about
figure
how
it
it's
out.
gonna, how it's gonna be. So
Yeah. I was enjoying myself thoroughly before,
Yeah.
and then I was sitting in the classroom and with Nancy, my mom, and Jody, and I was very discouraged. To say the least.
he had a look on his face that I was
I
like,
had a
yeah,
scowl.
that is our dilemma every day. But you guys, it looks so good. I'm so proud of you, Kobe. It looks amazing. You look like you've been sewing for like an entire lifetime.
Thank
so,
you.
Good job. Good job.
Thank you, thank you. You guys will get to see lots more parts of videos. So check out our Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, so let's get back to this fabric quick.
Yes, okay.
All right, we have had enough time talking about you. Time to get back to the fabric. Let's review our fabric, and then we'll go through our projects really quick. So
Let you go buy it.
all of the fabric we have here is what we call low volume, and low volume fabrics are fabrics that have some print, whether it be a tone on, it'll have some color in some type of print, whether it's like a light colored print, or you can actually see the print like you see here in blue. And when you put them together, they really read more like solid, but it gives a lot of texture to your project, so you can kind of see a lot of movement. So the first one I'm going to show you, review with you, is this X's in the latte. So more of a kind of a brown color, light brown color with the X's on there. Then we also have the heart tie in the green. So it has just a little green, like hearts, tiny, tiny prints. That's the other thing, is your prints are going to be really, really small on there. We also have the heart tie in the pink. So this one is definitely more of a brighter color pink on there. This one is going to look awesome in that quote when you put it in there. We have the heart tie in the aqua, so more of a blue aqua color. We have the tic-tac-toe, tic-tac-toe in the porcelain, so it definitely looks like what it says. Little boxes with the tic-tac-toe in there. And then we have the houndstooth in the powder, so it's more of a gray color in there with like little, I don't know, like it's a swirl. And then we have the knit cotton in the powder, or no, it's just knit cotton. So it definitely has kind of this brown, light tan color in there. And then we have the arrows in the blue steel. I think it looks more closer to like an aqua than it does like a gray blue. And I'm going to screw this up. So Lord in carrot. So a yellow, it leans more yellow for sure than it does orange. And then we have the lozenge pansy, purple color on here, and it has kind of a little bit of a design that has like a hexagon on it. And then the next one is pinwheel blueberry, so a light blue color. And check and lines in dragon fruit, so pink again, I really like pink. We have the bars and dots in the lime, so more of a green color. We have the V's in lake, so this is more of a blue. They call it lake, but it's more of a blue. And then we have the basket quilt garnet, which I do not think that's the color, that's the name of the color here, but that's what we're going with. And this is definitely purple. It is not red. So those are the fabrics that we have today. A couple of the projects that will go really, really well with these fabrics, of course, our strip along that starts on the 13th is behind me, called Strip and Dip. Definitely could use every one of these fabrics for the backgrounds on this. The quilt that is behind Mr. Kobe is Ellipse. Love it. I mean, this would be awesome in Ellipse, and actually now I'm feeling like I need to make this.
Add it to your list.
I got to add that to my list. Yeah, my tracking sheet's going to get bigger and bigger, by the way. And then if you want to go to the overhead really quick, we have Ellipse. I just wanted to show you what it looks like in the book called Stripology Squared.
We got some help for you.
Foulard.
Foulard.
Thanks, Diane. I didn't even make it any better by saying it the right way. Anyways, we have Ellipse, so that one would be perfect with all of these background fabrics on there, and that is out of the Stripology Squared book. And then we have the Fresh Cut. Sorry, go to the overhead. Fresh Cut. This is a Quilt As You Go project. It was one of our Fast and Furious projects, so you can find this online. It's a PDF and video class only. Perfect project for doing this, using up scraps, using these low volumes. Another really great project, and it's a Quilt As You Go. So when you're done with it. And then the other amazing project we have going on is the Dangerous. So Dangerous is a block of the month that we have going on right now. You can go online and download the patterns. It's $9.95, I think. I'm probably wrong about that price. I apologize.
I think you're right.
It's a scrappy project. So it is designed specifically for scrappy backgrounds and using up your scraps. If you need some low volumes to go with this, these would be perfect for that. So that is Dangerous. And then our notion for today are the rulers, which will work really, really well with all of these projects, but specifically with strip and dip. You need to have a 45-degree line to be able to cut the diamonds on here. So the XL and the Stripology Squared ruler are two tools that you would need to do this project. The other option, it's optional, but I recommend them highly, are the ruler stickers, because you're going to want to sticker up your ruler to make sure that you're cutting on the right lines when you're doing the strip and dip.
Get the ruler stickers.
I love the ruler stickers.
I messed up already.
Yes.
Get the ruler stickers.
I even screw up with the ruler stickers, so can you imagine what it would be like if I didn't have the ruler stickers?
I knew that they were definitely helpful because everybody uses them, but now that I actually started using them on a ruler,
right?
Holy cow, are they helpful. Just bringing your eyes straight there. You don't even have to think about anything.
Yeah. See, this is what's great when the producers start sewing, because then they start to understand what our words mean.
I was getting pretty good,
yeah.
But now I'm actually putting them to use.
Yeah, so it's awesome. Anyway, so that is our notion. Obviously, you do not need these to do any of Gudrun's projects. She always gives instructions on using regular rulers. But to make your life easier and faster, the rulers are helpful. Good show.
That was a
There's
good show.
a lot going on, you guys, and they're all very exciting. So we love having you here. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, I forgot to mention.
You got one more thing?
Yeah. What do we have going on this week?
Oh, yes.
So our show is this week, Happy Friday, which is on the 2nd, and you guys are going to get me and Nancy on Happy Friday.
And Mr. KP.
And Mr. KP and Mr. Shade is going to be with us.
Yep.
So stay tuned. We have no idea where we're going to do it, but we're going to do it. Then we have Tipsy Tuesday on May 6th. That will be with Gudrun and Mr. HP. And then One Yard Wednesday on May 7th. I will be back here with you with some more exciting, fun fabric.
And then on the 10th.
Oh, I forgot.
On the 10th.
I thought I had one more week.
Nope. It's a quick month this month.
Yeah.
A quick one this month.
So on the 10th, you have So Great Saturday.
We do.
And the boys are back in action.
Oh, yes.
And Nancy, because they need someone to wrangle them.
Yes, seriously.
Make sure things keep going. So Nancy's their tracker. So thank you guys so much for joining us every Wednesday. We love seeing your comments and having you join us. And we will see you next week. Have a great week.
See you later.
Bye, guys. Bye.